Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome in to the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's a pleasure to see you here. I'm Charlie Merriman. I'm Merri by name. I'm Merri by nature. I'm a host and commentator for the Pokemon Video Game Championship Series and a content creator. And tonight, I, of course, as always on a Tuesday, will be streaming competitive Pokemon VGC. Let me know if you can hear me okay, if the levels are all good for you. In fact, maybe the music is a little bit louder right now. Let me just turn that down. Hopefully I'm more audible now. So, the Milwaukee Regional Championships this past weekend. The first official tournament, really, to use the new regulation set I format, allowing for 2 restricted Pokemon, 2 legendaries, and POKEAIMMD, very popular content creator, was there, surprising many, many people, going all the way to 6th position with this Ho-Oh and MIRAIDON team, also featuring Iron Treads. We'll be taking a deeper dive into the team very shortly. It's such a cool team. Joey made the team publicly available. You might have seen me post earlier to ask if he'd want to join me on call tonight. Unfortunately, his flight was very delayed, got back at like 5 a.m. this morning. And so, getting some very well-deserved rest night right now. Won't be able to join us. Let's hope I can do the team proud anyway. He released a very useful team breakdown, team report on his YouTube channel, which I just watched before going live. Let's hope it pays dividends. You're all very welcome here. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Welcome to my members, Ronnie, Mighty, fantastic to see you. And I see, Ronnie, you've now become Shiny Horsey with your badge. Very cool to see indeed. Thank you for your continued support of the channel. Tim, hello, good to see you. I saw your comment on a video recently. Sorry I haven't got back to that yet, but it's a pleasure to see you all here. Damien, Rufus, thank you so much for being here, and Rich too. So then, with that being said, everybody, shall we get into this team preview? Let's get into the game. So, the winner of the tournament was in fact MIRAIDON and Lunala, piloted by Andrew Ding, but 6th position, that's pretty good too. As a Generation 2 fan, Ho-Oh is, of course, a Pokemon that I always have my eye on, and let me know if the in-game audio is a bit loud here as well. I've just made it quieter in case, but you can all let me know. So, if you're unfamiliar with this team, let's just take a very quick dive into it before we get into some battles. My practice yesterday with the team did not go super well. But, as I say, I've now read the team report, or watched the team report, and seen some very interesting strategies. So, a big strategy revolves around Icy Wind from Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle is one of the few Pokemon that is just that tiny bit faster than the very crowded speed tier that MIRAIDON, Koraidon, Fluttermane, Chien-Pao, etc. occupy. And so getting off an Icy Wind allows you to then outspeed them with MIRAIDON, say, and go for a Volt Switch, for example, keep your MIRAIDON safe. From a Glacial Lance, let's say, get something else in. That's a key game plan, generally just setting up those Icy Winds. And in terms of switching other Pokemon in, the Ho-Oh, very defensively trained. I believe that Joey said the Ho-Oh can take, it's a chance to take 4 Glacial Lances, for example. I think it's had those stats boosted in order to be able to take that. Of course, you have Regenerator as well, so you can switch the Pokemon out and back in to recover some HP. You can set up Tailwind with Ho-Oh as well for more speed control, but of course it's quite a slow Pokemon, so actually it can pay dividends on Trick Room if you don't set that speed up. Sacred Fire means that you have a 50% chance to burn the target of the move. Brave Bird, big flying type damage, which there aren't many good flying type moves in the format really, but you do take some recoil there too, and then Terra Grass to be able to get around, you know, those fire, the water weakness that you have being a fire type, and generally switch up your bulk. And then Iron Hands is so useful in the Trick Room as well. Obviously, a lot of heavy Pokemon in the format, given it's a restricted one, and so Low Kick is doing huge damage there. Wild Charge great into some Terra Waters, Drain Punch, so you can heal back and fake out, of course. Buying you a turn, the Encore with the Iron Bundle, really crucial for locking opponents into moves they don't want to be locked into, like Protect, and making sure that they can't attack, essentially shutting down that slot. Freeze Dry, super effective against water types too, which is really, really nice. Now, Iron Treads here, fantastic into the MIRAIDON Mirror, just being able to outspeed when the Electric Terrain is set up, Quark Drive giving it a boost to its speed. If this is all a bit confusing right now, it's going to make more sense when we're in the games. Steel Roller is a move that only works when there's terrain on the field, and it gets rid of the terrain but deals big steel type damage, high horsepower for good single target ground type moves. Earthquake for spread, but of course Grassy Terrain is going to mitigate that, but you can also go for Earthquake next to the Ho-Oh, which is very, very helpful indeed. And Knock Off too, to be able to remove the opponent's item. You've got Life Orb here. It's susceptible to Intimidate, but that boosted damage pays dividends. And of course, Terra Ground could go for something like Terra Ghost, given that you don't have Protect it, but Terra Ground makes some very interesting damage calculations. So, yeah, I mean, just maximizing the ground-type power coming out from Iron Treads. Miraidon is Fatal Classic, like we've seen from Regulation at Set G. Is maximum speed to be able to get the jump, especially with Icy Wind, Electro Drift, Dazzling Gleam, Trek, Meteor, Volt Switch, and then Terra Fairy to get around, like your Ice-type weakness, for example, your Ground-type weakness, and of course your Dragon-type weakness too. Choice specs, massive damage, and with the Electric Terrain too. Volt Switch, so nice to be able to pivot out and be able to reset the terrain if your opponent switches in Rillaboom, for example. Foul Play means you don't have to invest in the offense of this Farigiraf. It uses the target's physical attack stat. And then Psychic, you know, respectable damage coming off a Psychic-type Pokemon. Helping Hand, massive there as well. So, those Pokemon, of course, Armatail blocks any priority moves like Fake Out, which really, really helpful for something like a Miraidon holding its choice spec, so it can't protect, get around that. And otherwise, I think I've covered most things. And I was talking about the potential leads earlier on as well. So take a note of the rental code if you would like to, everybody, YTY8H5, that's YTY8H5, it's in the description below as well as PokeAIM, the post where they shared their team, that's going to be linked below too. So use that code if you want to try out the team in-game. And let me just catch up on these messages before we get into the battles. So, thank you for all these messages, amazing. So, all that power indeed, and May 4th was your birthday. Well, congratulations, happy birthday. Can we get some happy birthdays in the chat for Mighty? Valued Merri member. Shiny Arcanine, Shiny Executor, both with the Destiny Mark. That's amazing. Coco and Star, wonderful names. Mighty, happy birthday to you. Tim, Gold was the second game you played, but the first game you owned. Great to see Ho getting some love. I totally agree. I'd love to see Lugia get the same, but I don't know, pretty dicey. Good to see you, Emerald. Jolo, I love that nickname you have for me. How are you doing, my friend? Double T, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. Am I going to stream the GC? I'd like to, Emerald. Fingers crossed that I can stream the GC this weekend. Who knows what sort of team I'll be running for that, but maybe we'll have some fun. Lean into the best of one close team sheet shenanigans. Hello, Peter. Always a pleasure to see you. I don't know if I have that in the plans, so I want to give it a chance. Yeah, exactly. And it's going to be the last GC, or Grand Challenge, Global Challenge online competition of this season. So I'm really, really hoping to, Emerald. No worries. Good luck at work, Tim. Just a pleasure to see you. I've seen this team being called Rainbow Road with Volt Switch and Toho being called the Rainbow Shuffle. Yeah, Rainbow Road. Really enjoy it. All right, well, everybody, thanks so much for being here. Without further ado, let's get into some battles, shall we? So, it'll be my first battles in-game for the Regulation Set I format. Let's hope we get off to some wins. Although, as I say, my practice with this team yesterday did not go too well. Starting out with... Oh, that's the rank we reached last time. Yeah, didn't have time to go all the way to Master Ball. Although this... pretty good rewards. I guess we don't get an ability patch, but there we go. I'll take all those league points. Thank you very much indeed. And Dream Ball, very nice. Nice. So, Great Ball T at rank 8. This regulation feels like a little bit Ho's Prime. Well, Kendricks, I know you're a Gen 2 fan as well. Welcome, good to see you. And I'm sorry that I didn't see you in Seville, Kendricks. It would have been really nice to have seen you there. It's a shame we didn't cross paths, but hopefully we'll be able to meet soon. All right, double battle. We know what team we're using. We are running this one. Very nice. Team 1, the imaginatively named. Let's rehydrate and focus. Let's do some competitive Pokemon. So, how's everyone's weeks going? I hope it's off to a really good start. It was amazing to see all the love coming out for the post I did earlier trying to get POKEAIMMD on stream. But, again, some bad travel luck. Okay, this is a very cool team that is essentially Regulation Set G, but it's got Glaceon on it. It doesn't seem like there's Snowcloak, so... or Snowscape. Interesting. You've got Mousehold and Torkoal and Mienshao and Indeedee and Calyrex. Very interesting. Oh, it's a shame you couldn't go, Kendricks, but I hope you're okay. Right, so... well, don't really need to go for Iron Bundle shenanigans here, I'd argue. Miraidon does just do a lot of damage across the board. I can probably set up Trick Room. We've got the Psychic Train, so I've got to be careful about that. Could go for the Farigiraf here. That could be nice, actually, because they have the Mienshao. I love Glaceon as well. Good to see you, No Signal Brassworks. Thanks for being here. All likes and subscribes, hugely appreciated, everybody. I think... I still want to lead Miraidon. I'm tempted to go with Frigoroth as well, and then Ho-Oh, and then maybe the Iron Hands. Alright, let's give this a whirl. This is my first time doing a rank battle with this team, as you can see. Oh wow, looks like they've timed out as well. So that could work in our favour, we'll have to see. So yeah, bear with me as I get the hang of this team, but it's so cool to be using it. Thank you so much, Eternal. Good to see you. I hope you're having a merry day. My aim is, of course, to make your day merry, being Charlie Merriman. Nearly at 1,300 subscribers. My lucky number is 13 as well, so help me reach that 1,300 tonight. It's going to be me and Chow and Calyrex Ice Rider. They did not time out, because Calyrex was not in their top 4 Pokemon on their team list. So I'm glad I've gone with the Frigoroth here to block the fake out. They could switch in the Indeedee, so maybe Calyrex Protect is fairly telegraphed. But I don't think I mind it, to be honest. I could Volt Switch, I guess. Preserve the terrain. And then get the Iron Hands in, but they probably switch in DD. I could go for Draco. I could go for Helping Hand Draco. That could be big. Maybe I should be tearing here. I'm going to go for Helping Hand and Draco. Let's hope. Oh, they stay in. Let's hope they don't protect. Okay, wide guard. That's absolutely fine. Yes, and we connect. Ooh, feels good. Feels good. Wonder why they went for wide guard there. I'm expecting discharge. Oh, Dazzling Gleam, but I don't know. Do I really go for that in that position? Anyway, it certainly is a banger. Just enjoying the tunes on the stream. The Penny theme, I believe, or Cassiopeia. There's Torkoal. So, we have had our special attack harshly reduced. We can't now go for Volt Switch. We have Ho-Oh in the back, which is so nice. Into Torkoal and the Mian Chow. I could just go for another Draco. But I think it's time. It's a good opportunity to get this Ho-Oh in. And Frigoroth, we can just go for Psychic, of course, can't we? We could Terra Water. I don't think we need to. Let's Psychic this Mian Chow. Battle's right. Well, there we go. We just win on turn 1. That's what this team can do. Thank you to Joey POKEAIM for building this fantastic team that makes trainers forfeit on turn 1. Wow. Well, we're off to a very good start, everybody. Our first victory in the new regulation set I format. And we win on turn 1. Thank you to Helping Hand Draco Meteor. Thank you for connecting. No Trick Room, indeed. Was that only one legendary? Yeah, that's right, Double T. It was only the Calyrex Ice Rider for some reason. Lucky number is 9. Yeah, what are other people's lucky numbers? Good question, Eternal. Played a similar team yesterday, so we had some great and close battles. All right, well, looking forward to seeing how this one performs. Tim. It was fast indeed. So, what we learned is just go on the offense, which I really like. That's my preferred playstyle. That's how I have the most fun. We're going to rehydrate, refocus, and continue. Alright, let's keep going. I think it's important just to take a bit of time, take a couple of deep breaths in between each game. It's important not to let the momentum or the adrenaline run away with you too much. Let's listen to Penny or Cassiopeia's theme. One time you changed it on accident and yeah. Well, it's not one I want to listen to all the time, Tim. It's quite intense, but yeah. When before I get used to it, the idea with the team was to be simple and click strong moves. Oh, great. Well, that's what I aim for. And good to see you, 36, the Blue Note. Thanks so much for being here. A pleasure to see you in the stream. Could have Psychic the Torkoal just in case I thought about going for Eruption. Yeah, true, Emerald, I could have done. Yeah, I guess Mian Chow wasn't that threatening. I just saw the super effective hit. Okay, Calyrex, Shadow Rider, and Zamazenta. So this is a Regulation ZI team with Archaladon, Regieleki, Incineroar, and Tornadus. Archaladon, that's interesting to see. So, the classic Iron Bundle Icy Wind. Less effective, but I do have the Electric Terrain to boost the speed. They have Tailwind, though. Oh. Iron Treads is really nice here into so many of their Pokemon. The Incineroar's a bit annoying with Intimidate. I can set up Trick Room, even. Trick Room could be nice. Frigoroth generally is quite nice here. Frigoroth, Mirai, Ho-Oh, and... Oh, do we go for Bundle? Do we go for Treads? I think Treads are just too good to ignore. Let's try this. Ghost name is Blueberry League Top 4. Very nice PT, yeah. Fantastic music in the DLC. Regieleki, indeed. You love you so much, child. I remember you saying that before, Kendricks. And fair enough. A very cool Pokemon. The Room of Tricks. Let's see. Okay, it's Aleki and Zamazenta. Generation 8. Love to see a bit of Sword and Shield action. Of course, we're boosting their Regieleki's damage output as well. They could go for a Thunderbolt into the Frigoroth. I wonder if that would, coupled with a move from the Zamazenta, be enough for the KO. They could Terra Dragon the Zamazenta here as well. I could go for a... Terra Fairy's a bit... Well... I'd be weak on future turns to Zamazenta. But it would be nice. The damage would be nice. But then they would outspeed it under Trick Room and B-Bash me. Helping Hand, Terra Fairy, Dazzling Gleam. Thoughts? Ho-Oh's very nice. There's a switch in as well. For Zamazenta, at least. This might be the wrong play, but I'm going to Helping Hand, Terra Fairy, Dazzle. Hello, Patrick. Good to see you. How are you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us as we use Joey POKEAIMMD'S. Fascinating Miraidon Ho-Oh team. How's your day going? Gen 8 versus Gen 9 Lee. That's a good point, Emerald. Oh, they could just White Guard as well. Oh, dear. Let's hope they haven't done that. They're going to go for a Responding Terror. Zamazenta, show me Dragon. Fighting. That's also good. They don't want to see Terra fighting. They're going for the Body Press. This could be huge. Are they going to Wide Guard, though? Are they going to Wide Guard? I really hope they don't. Presumably they don't Terror and Wide Guard. Yeah, looks like not. Thunderbolt in the terrain. Wow, Frigoroth takes it with 5. Here comes a big Dazzle. Oh! Oh! Not even a crit. And no Focus Sash on the Regieleki. Just the big Helping Hand Dazzling Gleam with Terra Fairy and the Specs and Hadron Engine. Cheers. I was expecting a Sash on the Aleki. Wow. Okay. Well, we will take this. They can't even fake me out. Frigoroth's hanging on with 5 HP. Crazy. So they outspeed here. But they can't fake out. This is massive. Reduced to ashes, indeed, Chiller. And that, good to see you. Thank you for hopping into the chat. Maybe it's the Sash on the Cali. Now, Calyrex can still snowball, so I've got to be careful. I still want to go for a Helping Hand, I think. Yeah, well, I think we'll just go for the same play. The Electric Trainer is going to boost the speed of my Iron Treads in the back as well. What's nice is the Frigoroth is immune, so they have to divvy up their resources accordingly. Okay, so it is Sash on the Calyrex. Oh, it's not Sash. It just hangs on. Just hangs on with 1 HP. And a Snarl. That is okay. Magnet or Specs on Aleki. I don't think it was... I think if it was Specs, the Frigoroth could have gone down, maybe? So I would guess... Magnet. Ho-Oh should be bulky enough for this. Hello, Riley. Always a pleasure to see you. Is it legendary in here or is it just me? It's legendary in here. Made all the more so by you. Look at that shiny Ho-Oh. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so... We can't double target here. The Pokemon I want to get rid of the most. Are they just going to protect with Calyrex? Can they protect the Incineroar? I would guess not, but I'm not sure. I think we do have to target down the Calyrex, though. And we will Dazzle. Another Astral. So Miraidon probably goes down. It does. But look how well Ho-Oh takes that. Amazing. The Invisible Sash, indeed. Ban Explosion Nuzlockes. Ooh, that's a good point, Dennis Lav. And a pleasure to see you in the stream. Thanks so much for being here. Brave Bird, perfect. Yeah, that is a fun tech, Dennis Lav. In this best of one close team sheet. What's really nice is now Trez comes in. Are they locked into Snarl? Got the clear amulet anyway. Don't know. Snarl Incineroar. And we can just go for an Earthquake. This is why it's so nice to have Trez next to the Ho-Oh. What a cool shiny Iron Trez has as well. Battle was cancelled. There we go. First game, it was a turn 2 forfeit. Game 2, it was what? Turn 3? 4? Wow. Helping Hand, Dazzling Gleam. It helped, obviously, that the Zamazenta went into Terra Fighting. But... yeah, just a double KO onto a Lucky and the Zamazenta. Incredible. Well, as you said before, click buttons and win is what the team is designed to do. That's my kind of team, and I'm having a good time with it so far. So that's 2 wins, 0 losses so far on stream. The only attack, that's a good point, Kendricks, yeah. Glad you're enjoying the team, Riley. It certainly is going hard. Welcome in, everybody, if you're just tuning in. I'm Charlie Merriman. I'm Merri by name, Merri by nature. I'm using POKEAIMMD'S top 8 MILWAUKEE team. Having a great time. 2 wins, 0 losses so far. Likes and subscribes, hugely appreciated. At Chazingdra on all socials. Next episode on my podcast featuring True Green 7. More than 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Discover his life story in 6 Dream Team Pokemon. That's dropping tomorrow. Plenty more episodes of the podcast too, including featuring Wolf Glick and plenty more people in the Pokemon community, be they competitive or not. Discord community link below as well. Be a pleasure to see you there. I stream Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. All right then. Starting about at the same time, and you're still in your first one. Wow. Well, it goes to show the power of this team. Awesome seeing Trez being used again. I totally agree with you, Emerald. So, that game, just again, got off to a really strong start. And I think that's what this team really does best. I haven't been able even to use the Icy Wind lead yet, which is what Joey talked up a big game about. So hopefully at some point on stream we'll be able to. Now I'll rehydrate and refocus. Alrighty, let's go. Channel members get to have early access to episodes of the podcast, as well as 4 bonus videos per month. That's 1 a week from the podcast with each of my podcast guests. Priority replies to comments, badges, exclusive emoji. Haven't seen many of the GG emojis, by the way, people in stream who are members, so it'd be great to see some of those. And playing more besides, so check that out. You can click the join button, and my Patreon is linked below as well. So... it's interesting you mentioned the Iron Pokemon, Emerald. I think it's an interesting question. It's a shame in my mind that they're all Iron something. There could have been a lot of fun with how to name them. But the way they've made them colourful, despite mainly being, you know, titanium iron flavoured, with the different fluid, like Iron Treads have that red on its treads, Miraidon has the sort of purpley, Iron Hands has the yellow for its hands. I think it's really good. What do you all think of the designs of the Future Paradox Pokemon? Okay, so this is like an adaptation of Joseph Ugate's Regulation Set G team with the Miraidon, Volcarona, Ditto, Grimmsnarl, but then Zamazenta to make a Regulation Set I and Iron Hands. I can't remember if Joe's team had the Iron Hands as well. So the Grimmsnarl, slightly annoying. Miraidon, Zamazenta. Ho-Oh's really nice into Zamazenta. It's also really nice into Volcarona. Ditto is obviously quite scary. It can transform into any Pokemon that Julius so chooses to transform into. So, how do I want to approach this? Dealing with the Grim ASAP would be nice. Could fake it out, unless it has fake out itself. I'm trying to remember the set that Joe had. Could wide guard with Zama as well. I don't have Frigoraph. Okay, I'm running out of time. I think Hans, Miraidon, Ho-Oh, and Treads is just too good. Possibly I should be leading the bundle. Not sure. Let's see. You're not trying to see you on a break while I finish your Gen 3 living notes. Well, good luck for that, Riley. That'll be a very satisfying task indeed once it's completed. Playing through XD and getting your Lugia and Dragonite. Ooh, enjoy that, Riley. Bit of classic Pokemon. Future Paradox reminds you of Generation 2, a lot of weird babies. That's interesting. That's an interesting point, Riley. Ooh, wow. They lead the Ditto in the right place. I should have borne that in mind. I should have gone for the Iron Hands in that position. Very interesting indeed. Very interesting. I think the past designs are better. I might agree with you there, Emeralds. What do you mean by the weird babies comment though, Riley? Iron Treads are called Tron Fan. Oh, that's fun. Tron Fan. Now, I don't know if there's a choice scarf or what. Hello, Bengen. Good to see you. Some of the podcasts, remember, some of the regionals. Oh, well. Thanks so much for stopping by. Enjoy this stream. And yeah, plenty of episodes of the podcast. Hope to meet you at a regional someday. What's your favourite Pokemon, Bengen? Anyone who's new in the chat, let me know your favourite Pokemon. Great to see you. So, we can fake out their Miraidon, which is very nice. Their Grimmsnarl could fake me out as well. Are they going to Terra? Do I Terra? I think it's probably a bit soon for Terroring. I want to Dazzle and I want to fake out. Yeah. If it's Sash. Just finished yours match, Peter. Hope it went well for you. There's light screen. We do get the fake out off, which is nice. Fake out of this, though, exactly. Hungerbucks. Love that, Peter. Rowlet. Good answer. Ditto does hang on through the light screen. That is A-okay. Another term used for machines. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see, Riley, I see. Now I've created the mind game of whether I'm going to Terra or not. But either way, I should take Electro Drift, right? I mean, if I Terra Fairy. Or maybe they predict that if they go for the Draco. I think I should Terra Fairy Dazzle and just low kick the Grim slot. Let's see. Aggron became, since Gen 6, Aggron became your favourite. Why since Gen 6? Because of the Mega Tim. Very cool Pokemon. Right, let's see if we get this call right. Have they gone for a Draco into the Miraidon slot? Or have they called it and gone for Electro Drift or something? Fleck comes out from Grimmsnarl. Great tune, this. They do go for the Draco. Huge. Oh, Iron Hands dodges. They were going for the hands there. Okay. Well, this is looking very good. We didn't need Terra Fairy there. But I don't mind going for that. Some of you might be here because you've seen my joke supercuts that I do compile from the regionals and events that I cast. I hope you enjoyed those. If you do, I'm cooking up some more puns all the time, so I'm sure there'll be some coming out before you know it. Why is Ho-Oh so good now? Well, first of all, no single brass vote. Specific favourite, not Shiny Mega Gardevoir, has such a great design and colour. Shiny Mega Gardevoir, yeah. Very nice. Okay, no, I'll love to see a specific favourite. It's all about the details. That's what speaks to us the most. Why is Ho-Oh so good now? Great into Zamazenta, great into Koraidon, plenty of other Pokemon as well. So, we're now locked into, so they probably go for the wide guard here. Ooh. Iron Treads in for the Miraidon is quite nice here, I think. And otherwise, we can go for the... They haven't Terra'd yet, have they? Who's more scary here? The Miraidon's more scary. Low kick into Miraidon. They might Terra the Miraidon. Hello, Cloverbells. Good to see you. How you doing, my friend? How's your day going? Thanks so much for joining for POKEAIMMD'S Milwaukee Top 8 team. Great to see you on a stream. What's new with you, Cloverbells? And thank you for answering that question as well. 36 the blue note. Do we see a Terra? Yeah, we do. I think it might be the Terra Fairy on the Miraidon. Just Miraidon. And it is Terra Fairy. Oh well, low kick is still decent damage. Play anything and have fun with it. Yeah, it's true, yeah. Maybe I'll be able to get away with doing my Lugia. We'll see. They Electro Drift into the hands, predicting that to switch. That is fine. That's really good momentum. Okay, body press, we take that as well. You see, that's decent damage from low kick still. The Treads is still in a good position. It can go for Steel Roller even into Miraidon. That's pretty free. Because, again, the Ho-Oh kind of walls Zamazenta. I'm assuming they can't protect here. Steel Roller. This is 100% accurate, right? Yeah, okay. Attacks while destroying the terrain. Fails the ground, doesn't turn into a terrain. Well, it is. So Steel Roller, they probably can't protect. And we've got a speed boost too. We will attempt to... I could switch in the Miraidon here. I just don't think I need to. So I'm going to go and Drain Punch the Zamazenta. Drinking coffee and watching. Well, enjoy your coffee. Oh, here's the Steel Roller. Oh, so cool to see that. Iron Treads is the only Pokemon that gets Steel Roller right now in Pokemon. So, sick to be able to use it to such good effect. Very important Pokemon to bring in the Miraidon matchup. Don't think you've ever seen Ho-Oh competitively, but you're newer to the scene. No, you're right. You probably haven't seen Ho-Oh competitively. And it's great that in regulations that it can work. Okay, body press into Treads. It goes down. That's absolutely fine. Did a gym challenge. Oh, you're a Belgian player, Tim. Yes, I see. Yes, your comment was on the Shimon episode, I believe. So that makes a lot of sense. Agron became your favorite because of an original set you played/tried. Well, that's perfect. Those specific, original, unique memories, that's what it's all about. Really cool Ho-Oh team from last tournament. That's basically the strongest team around. Oh, Riley. That's your team. All right. Do I want to... No, we don't need to set up a Tailwind here. We can Sacred Fire Zamazenta. We can... Yeah, I guess we just Drain Punch again. Keep going for that recovery. Shining Ho-Oh. That is so cool. Let's hope the Sacred Fire connects. Battle's cancelled. Not one of these battles so far has seen its natural conclusion. Every time the trainer is forfeited. So in that game... Being able to fake out the Miraidon and get such big damage off was massive. The Draco Meteor miss into the Iron Hands, I don't think it mattered too much. Because if you think about it, past turn 1, the Iron Hands wasn't providing that much value anyway. So I'm really thrilled with how that went. Having the Iron Treads in the back was so crucial as well. So, yeah, I was pleased with the lead. Great. Well, that's 3 victories, 0 losses. Likes and subscribes to show your support for that, everybody, please. Ryan VGC, historically, Ho has been sensational. Yeah, interesting. What role does Ho serve in this team? Yeah, again, the Zamazenta wall, the Koraidon wall. Just to name a couple of Pokemon. Setting up Tailwind as well. Got some flexibility there. 3 wins in a row. How cool is that? I know. Thank you to POKEAIMMD for this incredible team. 9-0 record in 2 weeks. Oh, that's a good point, Riley. It is, yeah. 6 straight wins on stream last time. Really good point. Thank you very much for drawing my attention to that. You're still midway in match 2. Fair enough, Peter. Well, I think we've just hit Ultra Ball tier as well. Let's hope we hit Master Ball tonight. Time to rehydrate. Refocus. All right, let's keep going. Important to take the time just to decompress after each battle so that the energy doesn't run away with you. There we go, Ultra Ball. I haven't been doing battles for even half an hour yet, and we're off to 3 victories, so absolutely loving this. Potentially the closed team sheet helping us That's weird. Why is it still showing Great Ball? Oh no, we went down to rank 8, didn't we, after, because the season reset, so. Yeah, up to rank 9. Then I think one more battle will be up to Ultra Ball. Let's see. Found out last week you were due a bonus from work. Ooh. At the weekend, you treat yourself to a copy of Pokemon Platinum. Ooh, you've not played Sinnoh before. Rich, that is going to be incredible. You know all those times that people say, I wish I could play that game for the first time again? That's going to be you, my friend. You relish that. Do you know which first partner Pokemon you're going to choose? There are no right answers, apart from Piplup. Good luck with the playthrough. Enjoy Pokemon Platinum, Rich. Fantastic. Wall and Sport. Yeah, exactly. But it's good damage as well with Sacred Fire, and you have a 50% chance to burn with that move as well. It can miss, but it's such a useful one. I think Platinum's a good call as well, Rich. That's what I went with for Generation Ball, because I missed that myself when I was younger. Okay, so Miraidon and Calyrex Ice Rider. This restricted duo came second at Milwaukee this past weekend. There's Pelipper. I can't remember if this is the same team, but it's Pelipper, Iron Hands, Frigoroth, and Urshifu. Unconfirmed which style of Urshifu here. So, Treads will be good. Wide Guard is going to be annoying. We still haven't done this Icy Wind. But Pelipper could block that, I guess. Is Bundle the best lead here, though? Because Fake Out could be real. Oh, they do have Frigoroth as well, so I've got to be careful about that. If they do lead Frigoroth, and they shut down my Fake Out, I could go Ho and Tailwind as well. But then we're making ourselves weak to Calyrex if I Terra Grass. I think Bundle is quite nice. Or do I lead the Treads? That could be good. If I go Miraidon and Treads, we have Ho-Oh and we have Farig or Iron Hands. Iron Hands. Let's try this. Bundle seems like a bit of a liability. I might be wrong here. I think the Pokemon I've gone for offer me more. Maybe they'll predict the lead of Treads, though, because it's such a good counter to Miraidon. Let's see. That's true. Oakemon's Rilla, Zamazenta, Zacian, yeah. Okay, so they do go for the Pelipper and the Miraidon. I'm very pleased I didn't go for the Iron Bundle. I think that's the lead they're predicting. Pibble is the right starter, though. So few fire Pokemon. True, Bengen. Okay. So my Miraidon ability went off first, I believe. I should have been paying more attention there. The rain is up. They could be speed tying, of course. Miraidon, do they switch out? Do they Terra? If they switch out, maybe I don't want to steal Terra. But then we've definitely got the better end of the leads here, right? Pelipper is so threatened. Look at it looking up. Its build takes up its entire face. I could Volt Switch into Hands. Running out of time. I'm gonna Volt Switch Pelipper and high horsepower just for the damage. Let's see. Yeah, Miraidon switches. If it's Calyrex, I could have Steel Rolled. Frigoroth, fine. I'm going to try and keep up with these messages, everybody, but these games are intense. There are quite a few of the messages. High horsepower. Oh, wow, it takes it really well. Are you going to be Sash? I imagine you are. Yeah, you are. Weather Ball would be so annoying into the Treads. Maybe I should... well, Terra wouldn't have helped us, actually. I will be annoyed if we lose the Treads for free here. Maybe I should have just Electro Drifted. We can't Fake Out next turn. It's got to be Hands, really. Maybe I should not have Volt Switch, but we do get a Quark Drive boost. It is Weather Ball. That's a shame. I should have preserved my interest there. That's a shame. Okay, let's see how this goes. Never once played through a Johto game. Oh my goodness, Righty. You need to. We do now get Miraidon back in, so hey, we'll take that. Not black 1 and black 2. Teddy-bird, Deliborg. That's fun. Okay. We can't fake out. We can... So, Pelipper, what do you do here? Might just sack it for a grass. That's a Trick Room. Maybe. It's presumably the Ice Rider in the back. I do want to get rid of the Pelipper though as well. Let's try a low kick there and a big Electro Drift into Farigiraf. Okay, does this KO? It does. Okay, huge. Really nice. You're leaning Chimchar. Fair enough, Rich. Well, decide on the day. Just go with your gut. That is the best way of going about things. Hurricane. Don't confuse. Please don't confuse. Thank you. Shiny Hunter starter. You could do. Silverheart Gold. Silverheart Gold is one of the best. I totally agree with you. I think, Rich, that... I think for your first playthrough, just enjoy it. Don't go for any shinies. Just play through the game. How it's meant to be played. That's my approach always. Have they Terrajet? They have not. I've lost my Treads, which is obviously a great answer into Miraidon. Ho-Oh. We've got Terra Grass to make it better into Miraidon, but then, of course, make ourselves weak to the Calyrex. They presumably Terra here, although they know I'm locked into Electro Drift now. They can't protect the Miraidon, so there's that. I want to get rid of the Miraidon for the Ho-Oh in the back. So I think we Wild Charge it, Terra Fairy, and Electro Drift it. Alright. Love Miraidon so much, I haven't even played Generation 9. Yeah, I know what you mean, Eternal. Initially, when I saw Miraidon, I preferred Miraidon, but now I know about the past-future thing, I do prefer the past, generally, as a concept to the future. They are going to Terra as well. Show me the Miraidon. Terra Fairy. Oh. Nice. Okay, we went for the Wild Charge. And we went for Electro Drift into that slot. Play through a stand. Yeah, exactly, Rich. I think that's a good idea. Oh, and the Calyrex protects. This is huge. Do we get the KO? We go first. Oh! Just the one shot. Are you kidding me? I thought it might one shot, but that is massive. Same in this tournament. I must watch it now to see the run. Yeah, Al. Looks like we're off to 4 victories, 0 losses to start the stream. Absolutely incredible. Well, thank you very much, Rufus. Yeah, I'm glad I got through the decisions as quickly as I did because I think we did find the best play ultimately. So, we can... I can still set up Trick Room here, so I think we just go for a big Wild Charge and go for the Electro Drift into the Calyrex. So we're going to have 4 forfeits out of 4. No, we're not. Play it to the end. Cheers to the Chocolate Factory. Chazingdra's Chocolate Factory. Discord community link below. Hop in. Likes and subscribes appreciated, everybody. Wow, and we didn't even need the Treads, which, okay, it was kind of a misplay on my end, sacrifice the Treads, but... And maybe it was a speed tie between our Miraidons, and it was lucky that I went off first, but with Ho-Oh in the back, yeah, it could have been dicey, of course. I wonder if it... Although, on the first turn, we saw the Hadron engine go off first from my Miraidon. So maybe it wasn't a speed tie. Maybe I was just outspeeding, which is massive. The fact they Terra Fairy'd there was huge as well for us. Maybe Volt Switch was good so Miraidon could come back in. I don't know, but... ultimately, we were just able to get our opponent pinned. And again, the fact that my Miraidon outsped was pretty big. And Ho, having Ho in the back, which we actually haven't brought to that many games yet, really paid dividends for us. Or would have done in the endgame. It just walls Calyrex. That's another Pokemon at walls, by the way. Alright, well, we'll take that. That's 4 wins, 0 losses. Thank you, Joey POKEAIM, for this incredible team. Having a great time with it. Buzzcall in general, Miraidon's cooler than Koran. That's interesting opinion, Bengen. I'm not sure what my opinion is. Thank you, Ali. Yeah, please do like the stream, everybody. Need 1,300 subscribers. Help me reach that goal. Zada could use that turn. Yeah, exactly. At least had a Quark drive. Splash Plate, good to see you. A lot of fun to play. Singles player. Just started learning VGC. Here's and Swans run. It was so inspiring. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Splash Plate. And great to see you in the stream. Thanks for being here. 50-50 between Targets and Calais or Miraidon because Ho can beat both, but not simultaneously. Yeah, exactly. I Terra Ferried there anyway. Blue Note, I think it was the only option, really. But yeah, good point. Right, I'll rehydrate. I'll refocus. Let's get into our next game. Alrighty, let's do this. One more battle and then we're up to Ultra Ball. Okay. Let's see, and also let's see which music is randomly selected for us. Did a thumbs up there in case I screenshot the 4 wins, 0 losses. Alright, see what Fabian's got for us. Miraidon's Amazenta. Oh! This is the same team as we went up against a couple of games ago. And for that, the Iron Hands Miraidon lead was fantastic. Let's go over that 5. Exactly, Splash Plate. Totally agree. Thank you for the enthusiasm. Are they going to lead Ditto? It's such a big call. What I have learned is not to lock in Miraidon first. In case they copy that slot. Iron Hands Miraidon worked well last time. Is there a better lead here? I think I'll just go with what were last time. No reason not to. I don't think this is the same opponent either. I don't remember the name Fabian. So Iron Hands first, then Miraidon, and then Ho-Oh, and then the Treads. It should be Frigoraph and Bundle. Yeah, I think so. Alright. Let's do this. Tread's so good in Miraidon Mirrors. Still haven't showcased the bundle at all, which is like the main play mode with this team, so I hope it gets to come out at some point soon. Trying the Pokemon Master Challenge. Oh yeah, I saw your post, Peter. I don't know. CCG Go Unite, I've really never played. I could at some point. I'm not sure. Not anytime soon, but maybe. Okay, they go for the hands as well. I wonder whose is faster. Let's see if we get any information from the activation of abilities here. Ah, okay, theirs goes off first. They are going for probably a fake out onto the Miraidon, and then the Volcarona can get boosted. Do I maybe just switch in Ho-Oh? Going for a wild charge into that slot would be a huge call. But do I even need to? Because the Miraidon threatens it for good damage next turn. I could just go for the fake out anyway. I think going into Ho-Oh is good, and we attempt to Electro Drift their Volcarona. Let's try this. Exactly, Riley. We were on the same wavelength there. Hope Champions will redefine the competitive scene. I think it will, Bengen. I think it will. Keep them guessing exactly. They do fake out the Miraidon, exactly. Quiver dance, yeah, exactly. Not lead. I didn't say don't lead with it. It was just lead it in a different position, so in case they lead Ditto. Because psychologically, you're probably going to lock in the Miraidon first, so Ditto is locked in first as well. But this time, Miraidon I locked in second, so I was on the other side. Well, hell, second favorite UK streamer, Sean. Is that behind you? Anyway, thanks so much for being here, Sean. A pleasure to see you. How are you doing? It's been a little while since I saw you in one of the streams. Great to have you here. Okay. We can't get burned with Ho either, so a Brave Bird is fine. Oh, I don't really want a Terra Grass. Volcarona Protect seems quite likely. I have Terra Fairy'd. Yeah, they do. Oh. I Terra Fairy'd in case they go for the low kick, and I timed out. Oh. It just went into the Iron Hands for me. Well, that's nice. That was a full timeout. Brave Bird does go into the Volcarona. Have they targeted the Ho-Oh here with Wild Charge, maybe? Oh, they Volt Switch. Oh, Ho-Oh takes it so well. The bulk on Ho-Oh, I'm telling you. Incredible. Quiver Volcarona is very scary. Yeah, they certainly do splash. Quiver Dance is a very common move on Volcarona these days. Glad you're doing okay. Find something for the GC and Utrecht. Yeah. Oh, good luck, Sean, for locking in the World's Invite. There is the Ditto. Okay. I hope you find something cool, Sean. I have no doubt that you will. Haven't been able to stream recently. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, Sean. Glad you've got your priorities in order. Now, what are they going to do with this Ditto? I could Terra Grass here, you see. I could switch out the Volcarona. I've revealed Brave Bird. I could Terror it. I could switch, of course. Could get the Iron Hands in. I'm going to battle. I'm going to... Oops, Sacred Fire. I'm going to time out again as well. Let's switch in Iron Treads. Okay, I've Sacred Fired that slot, so if it's Zamazenta, that's good. Then Miraidon comes in. 3 Miraidon, everybody. You'll love to see it. Should I have switched in the Iron Hands? Probably. Can't sounds of rolling. Scary ones for the Ho-Oh. Oh, okay, that's a good switch then. I went for the Dazzle. Second Fire connects. A burn would be nice, just for chip. Oh, we get it. It's a good question. Kyogre, that's one of them. Okay, this is real nice. Because both the Ditto and the Miraidon are so threatened here. I've got to call which one switches. And I think probably the actual Miraidon would switch. Because Ditto, they can't guarantee what that's going to... Maybe they want to copy the Treads. Either way... Have they Terra'd? That's always my question. I know they haven't. Okay. What we can do... It could be Sash, of course. We want a Terra Grass. We want a Sacred Fire the Ditto. We would like to... Ooh. Just go for an Earthquake. Ah. I timed out. Again. The idea of the Earthquake hit me too late. Okay, let's see. Oh. Steel Roller would be great into that slot as well. Earthquake, even, you know, next to a Terra Grass Ho-Oh is fine as well. 3 Miraidons, exactly. Kind of funny how this team is kind of a YouTube collab. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. It's a big content creator sharing the love, Peter, for sure. Rock Pond, that's a good point. Got to get speedy with them fingers. Yeah, I know, Riley, I know. I get overwhelmed by all the decisions. High horsepower into the Miraidon. We'll take that. Oh! The burn might secure it at the end as well. Electro Drift into the Ho. That's absolutely fine. Hello, Alex. A up to you, my friend. How's it going? Still a lot of damage, but at least we Terra Grass. Sacred Fire connects. Brave Bird would have been real nice there. Citrus Berry. Let's hope it goes down to the burn. It should do. Oh, it doesn't. So annoying. Okay. It's okay, though. They're locked into the Electro Drift, and we've got Regenerator. We can switch in... probably the Miraidon, because we double resist. And with the treads, we can... we can't knock off, actually. High horsepower. Or do we switch in... We could switch in Miraidon. We could double switch. Get a high horsepower. We might get burned. Birdo is doing nice work. Okay, Miraidon switches. They're preserving it because the burn would knock it out. Totally convinced Miraidon will go down. I know, so was I, Rufus. Focus dash, yeah, exactly. Okay, we get the Regenerator active. Okay, high horsepower. Does this get the KO? Oh, it doesn't! Oh, very annoying. Fiery Dance into the treads. It's okay. We're going to have just a neutral turn if I get my hands in. Welcome in if you're just tuning in, everybody. We're off to, what, 4 straight wins so far? Let's see if we can make it another one. Could you protect here as well, and they fake out. Let's create the mind game. Let's get our hands in. That's a good point, Riley, yeah. Clutch survivals indeed. To be fair, I thought the Volcarona might hang on. I could have Brave Birded that slot. That would have been a good play. Let's not forget, their Miraidon is... You know, it goes down to 1 more burn, and the Ditto could switch in at any time. It probably switches in for the hands, to be honest. Can't remember if you've got damage off on that. They presumably fake out here. The Dazzle is pretty good to lock into here. And let's get a low kick off into the Iron Hands. Hello Gaming, totally agree with you, Alex. Isaac. Oh, does Pursuit not exist anymore? Yeah. Didn't realise that. Volcarona protects. Oh, they don't even protect. They fake out. That's really big. We're not Hadron Engine boosted anymore, but we do get a low kick off. Oh, Drain Punch and Miraidon. Let's hope low kick still gets the KO. Oh, it's going to be close. There's no Quart Drive boost anymore as well. Is it going to be another clutch survival? Low kick. Oh, it does. Oh, very nice. And now they're forced in, and I'm locked into Dazzling Gleam. This Miraidon is as fast as it can be. They set up the terrain for me as well if it's Ditto or Miraidon coming in. So this is nice. And of course, their Miraidon goes down to 1 more tick of burn. Okay, so now their actual Miraidon. Oh, and they have Terra Fairy, I've forgotten that. Okay. Are they going to go first, though? I think I just have to go for it. I can't protect the Miraidon. I can't protect either. At least the Miraidon goes down after this turn. They've just protected Volcarona as well. So we Dazzle and we... I wish we had a non-contact move. We Wild Charge. Let's hope we outspeed this Miraidon. Oh, we don't. Oh, dear. If we outspeed, we just win there. Iron Hands takes it, though. Massive. Oh, but then the Volcarona, does that go next? It does. Giga, but hang on. Wild Charge should now KO. Miraidon goes down to 1 more tick of burn. Ditto comes out, and then it's Ho-Oh versus Ho-Oh. But we're Terra Grass. Oh, actually. Yeah, okay. They can only target 1 Pokemon at a time, though. This has been close, but we maybe have done it. We maybe have done it. I got next one on the ladder again. Yeah. Not surprised. Rufus. Playing on Switch just hits different. Yeah, for sure. Okay, Ditto. Have they sent out in front of the Ironhounds? Maybe they couldn't choose there. But this is really nice. You should outspeed here. Sacred Fire can miss. Go for the Brave Bird, and we will low kick. Okay. Fake out the hands. Oh, this could be close, everybody. We're going to take big recoil. And they just Drain Punch, maybe. It all comes down to this. They might low kick as well. Oh, we just go first. Okay. Phew. I thought we would go first, but yeah. Well, 5 wins. 0 losses. Massive. That was a less clean victory than before. So, what did we learn? The burn with Sacred Fire actually played a huge role. I'm trying to remember how that game started. Went for Iron Hands and Miraidon. Just racking up the damage was big. Staying offensive rather than switching and targeting down the other slot with damage. Having a spread move on the Miraidon was big. It's hard to sift through all the turns there, really. Iron Treads, put in work. Bring the Volcarona low. Iron Hands took the Dazzling Gleam from Miraidon Terra Fairy as well. Much better than I expected. Low kick put in work. I think basically overall we were just slightly more on the front foot against our opponent though. Terra Grass on her was huge. Sacred Fire connecting. Yeah, I think, you know, it was a game where that lead against that team composition a couple of games ago worked really well. In this one, it didn't work so well. But I think we just played better, really. We were able to get the advantage. Okay, well, that's very nice. Very nice. Mile, good to see you. Thank you so much. That's such a kind comment. I really appreciate that. And we're 5-0 currently with Ho-Oh, with this Rainbow Road team, so to speak. So thank you for bringing the luck with you. Pleasure to see you. What's your favourite Pokemon? And I'm very pleased you enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the terrible jokes as well. 5-0. I know. I'm loving it. It's incredible. I'm really enjoying the team. Yeah, it was a really good game. Really well played from my opponent. Big Ultra Ball, yeah, exactly. Now we got up to Master Ball. 11-0 across 2 streams. That's a good point, Rich. That's a good point. Pivoty. Yeah, it's a good point, Peter, with the Regenerator as well. Cool to see the channel grow. I remember less than 6 months ago, I'd have like 6 to 10 viewers per stream. Yeah, thank you very much, Sean. Yeah, it's really, I really appreciate having your more zoomed out perspective on that. So thank you. All right, well, 5 wins, 0 losses. I'll rehydrate. I'll refocus. All right, let's do this. Hello, Jack. Good to see you, and great to see that your horsey badge has become a shiny horsey badge. 1 month. 1 month of the memberships. Incredible. Great to see you here. You did hear 5-0, Jack, and we're up to Ultra Ball. Just look at that. May we go all the way to Master Ball undefeated on this stream. I do that so we can get a screenshot of the 5-0 and up to Ultra Ball. All right, let's see what our opponent has for us this time. Nacho. What do you call cheese that isn't your own? Nacho cheese. Nacho cheese, you know. Interesting. Koraidon and Lunala and Raging Bolt and Rillaboom and Incineroar and Brute Bonnet. Does the Lunala have Wide Guard? I expect it to. We can go for a Terra Ghost. We could finally bring Iron Bundle here. That tends to be the matchup in the sun. Maybe that is best. Could go for Farigiraf as well. Are they going to be max speed on Koraidon as well? If they do block the Icy Wind, how bad is that? It's probably worth still going for it. Almost the Wolf. Yeah, kinda. Well, I don't know, Peter, actually. The Koraidon for sure. And Incineroar, of course. Wolf's Incineroar. Okay. I still think... We just go fake out. I think we go Bundle and we go Miraidon and we go Ho-Oh and we go... we'll go for Treads, but I'm not sure. If we can get the Icy Wind off, then that's massive. Because we can also Terra Ghost, of course. But if they lead the Lunala, there's a question of the Wide Guard. No, it's going to be Lunala. Don't love to see that. But are they going to click Wide Guard? That's the next question. If they go Wide Guard, what do they do with the Koraidon? Could be Scale Shot, I guess. They surely Terra Fire here. So I could just Electro Drift into that slot. I have the Sash on the bundle anyway. Or I switch something else in. Ho-Oh could be good. Okay, let's get Ho-Oh in, and we will Terra Fairy, and we'll Electro Drift into Koraidon. Because I think, surely, the Koraidon goes for a Terra here. That might just protect. Weird reg idea. Yeah, I'd love to hear, Jack. Okay, the Koraidon switches, but they're taking big damage. No, it's Rillaboom. Fair enough. At least the Ho-Oh is well positioned next turn. Can't drive Delibird, exactly, Eternal. There's a delay on the chat. I need to play with my YouTube settings to make sure the chat is coming through more real time, so to speak. Okay, they Terra as well. Onto their Lunala. Terra Fairy. Maybe they're Moonblasting the Miraidon. But an Icy Wing could have been so nice. Well, it wouldn't have mattered too much, actually. Yeah, they don't. Wide Guard. Electro Drift, it's not going to do too much damage, but even without the terrain, look at that. That is mental damage. Okay, Calm Mind. They can fake out here, which I don't love. Tailwind could be nice. I think... I don't have a Farigiraf in the back. Okay, they've Terra Fairy'd, so I do have Steel Roller with the Treads, but that's weird. That's a shame. I really wanted to play out that game. That would have been a real test. I don't think that was my disconnect. That's a real shame. But we can Theory Craft the rest of the game. I think in that turn, I could have... I could have swapped in my bundle, no, my Treads for the Miraidon. So there's terrain art, whether it's electric or grass, it's still big damage. Maybe I guess Brave Bird to be safe into the Lunala. I Steel Roller on the next turn. And we go from there. Iron Bundles in the back, ready to drop the speed of the Koraidon. I think the Rillaboom would have faked out the Miraidon there. Or I stay in with the Miraidon and I Electro Drift. I just double target the Lunala with Ho-Oh and Miraidon. And then... No, I think switching in the treads is a better idea. And then we go from there, really. Yeah, well, that's a shame. Thank you very much, Eternal. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for the luck. Pleasure to see you. Have a very merry rest of your day. 6-0, it's true, Peter. We are 6-0. Also, 30 seconds. Yeah, there was disconnect riding, unfortunately. Looked like a fun matchup as well, so that's a real shame. Much more fun actually getting his win. I know, Bengum, but there we go. That's just the way it works sometimes. Anyway, pretty pleased with my play so far in that game, although they did call, I think, that lead switching in the Rillaboom. That's something I didn't consider too strongly, to be honest, the fact that they could just switch in Rillaboom and reset the terrain at any point. Anyway, fine. Quite like the game plan I had anyway. Let me rehydrate, refocus. Alright, let's keep going. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. All likes and subscribes, hugely appreciated. True Green 7, who has... Oh, next battle, maybe? I think we reach Master Ball, or maybe it's 2 more. Anyway, hopefully we'll do it with a flawless record. True Green 7, more than 1 million subscribers, Pokemon art content. That's the episode of my podcast dropping tomorrow, where we discover the life stories and 6 Dream Team Pokemon of people in the community. So I hope you're tuning into that. It drops overnight on the audio apps and 3 PM UK time on this very channel tomorrow. So I hope you're looking forward to it. DC, makes sense. You're going to be surprised if you manage to nuke whole team that quick. Yeah. Exactly, Ronnie. Terra Ground, Terra Blast, Specs Miraidon, Guaranteed Oko onto AV, Terra Electric. Right on. Covering for just one option there, Jab, but I like your thoughts. Okay, this is fascinating. Origin Dialga, which I know nothing about, so any information, any light that people have to shed on that Pokemon, I'm all ears. Ursaluna, Kyogre, Wo-Chien, Volcarona, and Annihilape. Is that going to be Choice Scar Final Gambit stuff on the Annihilape? Really interesting team. Treads is good into the Dialga, otherwise, question mark. Obviously, we've got the Miraidon 2. How are they going to approach this? I'm really not familiar with these teams. I don't think I need Bundle, really. Oh, we do have Freeze Dry. Actually, it's good into Wo-Chien as well, but we have the Ho-Oh. What do I want to do? I'm not sure, really, everybody, but let's see how this works. Telepathy and Earthquake, yeah, that's a good point. 2 more wins to be on Master Rank. Yeah, it might be 1, it might be 2, I'm not sure. Bundle Hand's going to have some heavy lifting. Okay, well, Bundle didn't come, really, so, yeah. Terra Ground, Throat Spray, Sylveon. Wow. Dialga and Volcarona. Okay. I don't mind this. Volcarona. Is that going to Quiver Dance? Is that going to be set up on this team? Or... more like Struggle Bug and stuff? Can Dialga protect? Is it going to set up Trick Room? Maybe it's Rage Powder. I can see that. I'm predicting a Rage Powder here, but I might be overreading. I'm not so sure. Yeah, it really is. It's such a cool design, isn't it, Bingham? Trick Room happening. I know Kendricks, and I think they're going to Rage Powder as well. I Terra just in case they go for like a Draco onto my Miraidon. Dialga Protects. Amazing. That's exactly what I thought as well, Riley. Well, Dialga Protects, and we double targeted the Volcarona, so I will take this. Let's hope we KO so we don't risk a burn onto the Iron Hands. We do. Glorious. That is a really good turn one. Flame Body onto Miraidon is fine. All things considered. We have now locked into the Drift. Flash Cannon is now super effective into us. I will take that turn one though. Ursaluna, the former Alpha. Presumably going to protect this turn, so it gets its Flame Orb online. Are they going to Terra the Dialga here, and what might it Terra into? Because Low Kick, I mean, look at it. It's got to be, like, the heaviest thing. And, I mean, what could they switch into a Low Kick? Anything would take really good damage, apart from the Annihilate, but I don't... It's got to be the Kogan, surely. I kind of like Low Kick into Dialga and an Electro Drift. I mean, we're locked into it anyway. We could switch... Well, Ursaluna... I just think we Electro Drift into the Dialga slot. They do Terra, presumably the Dialga. What do you got? Grass. Oh, Bug. Okay, no. That's much better. Terra Bug. Look at that. So cute with the antenna on top of this massive Pokemon. So that's not resisting electric. Ursaluna protects, yes. Although Low Kick is now not doing as much damage, but this should still be huge. Oh my goodness, we one-shot. Not even a crit. A really bold call, to be fair, to Terra there. Because you're just making yourself weak to the Electro Drift. Well, we are running through, everybody. Absolutely massive. Terra Fairy Lunala for Fairy Moves also might make Zacian a bit more favourable. Electro Drift or Terra Fairy Moves should be fine. Worried about spread, you have to you. Okay, Jack, well, listen. You try it out, my friend. You let me know how it works, because it sounds like a fascinating team. Here's Kyogre, and they spent their Terra. Are they going to protect? We can't protect the Miraidon anyway. What we can do is... They could be Scarf, I guess. Do have Ho in the back, which isn't nice. Treads is going to get a speed boost from the electric terrain. Definitely don't want to switch anything in here. It's not over. Are they going to protect the Kyogre? That's the question. It could be Assault Vest. I think... Either way, we Drain Punch Ursaluna, we stay in, we Electro Drift Kyogre. They forfeit. They forfeit. 7-0. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I would not... Given how badly my practice was going with this team last night, I would not have predicted this. Joey POKEAIM, thank you so much for this phenomenal team. I think it was a bit early for them to forfeit, to be fair. But maybe they knew something I didn't know, like the Koga was just going to go down to Electro Drift. I guess that is kind of telegraphed since they forfeit. Are we now up to Master Ball? Let's find out. 7 wins, 0 losses, everybody. Let's get some likes and subscribes for that, please. Let's get some hype in the chat. Let's get some GGs from the Merri members in the chat. Use that GG emoji. Kingdra emojis. Send them all my way. I'd love to see them. Wow. Well, I guess we just made really good calls in that game, right? We went for the Volcarona. I assumed it was going to Rage Powder, but... So I just thought, let's get rid of it anyway, and the Dialga protecting. And then the next game, Ursaluna protecting. Next turn, Ursaluna protecting was pretty telegraphed. To get the Flame Orb activated, and then, therefore, we target the Dialga, which... Crazy went for the Terra Bug there, to be fair. Yeah, so in 2 turns, we won. got to make some calls with this team. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Double T, for the congrats. And Kendricks, I thought you might love that, Kingdra. Outplaying people on the ladder. It feels good, Rufus. It feels good. Sometimes you're just feeling on it, and today is one of those days. MIRAIDON could be unstoppable, Kendricks. Fair and balanced, but yeah, feels good to be running it. If you can't beat them, join them, Riley, right? I thought Dialga would surprise us. Yeah, I know. We didn't get to see what it could do, really, did we, Bengen? Anyway, you know me. Time to rehydrate, refocus before we let the adrenaline run away with us. Alrighty, let's keep going. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. Appreciate your support, as always. At Chazingdra across all socials. Okay, one more battle to reach Master Ball. I keep doing these thumbs up because I want to screenshot the 7-0 after the stream. So, yeah. At Chazingdra across all socials if you want to show support there. Become a channel member as well to show support and support me financially so I can continue to bring this kind of content to you, my podcast as well as all the streams I do and all the other content. I'm working on a big EUIC video right now, the event from the caster's perspective. It's looking like an epic one as well, at least an hour long. I'm predicting, unless I make some big cuts to it. So, yeah. Subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when that drops. Nearly at 1,300 subscribers. Help me reach that point. What was everyone's main takeaways from the Milwaukee Regional Championships this past weekend? I need to study some of the games in more detail. But I guess the thing that comes to mind is that Zamazenta Calyrex Shadow Rider really didn't have the showing that I expected it to. It was the one that everyone had their eyes on. And yeah, I mean, it did well, but it didn't go all the way. I still think it could win in a future game. In a future tournament. So, we'll see. Maybe it just wasn't its time that time. Okay, so now, Terrapagos Calyrex Shadow Rider. Speak of the devil. Haven't gone up against the Terrapagos yet, so that is exciting. There's also give podcast episodes a day early and the Rapidash rounds. Thank you, Jack. Yeah, 4 bonus videos a month if you become a member. And you get to access the episodes early. So you're right to be on MIRAIDON and Lunala. Interesting, Jack. Well, good for you. So how are you going to approach this? I have double fake out, of course, so Frigoroth could be really helpful. And into the Calyrex Shadow Rider. Clefairy could be annoying. Spread is good. Don't have... Oh, we have the hands into the Terrapagos. That's nice. For fighting type damage. So is it Frigoroth hands, MIRAIDON Ho-Oh? The Iron Bundle could be good though as well. Do I need Ho-Oh even? Oh, Treads will be good into the Clefairy. Okay. For Rig, MIRAIDON, I think we do go Ho-Oh and we go... Let's go Treads over the hands. I know we're sacrificing super effective damage into the Terrapagos, but it doesn't have to be super effective. We could just do lots of damage. That's my plan. Hey, Scully, good to see you. Many Grimmsnarls. Yeah, true. 35% of all instants have Will-O-Wisp. That's interesting. Yeah, I can see Grimmsnarl picking up, given it's so good into Calyrex Shadow Rider, to name but one Pokemon. And a pleasure to see you in the stream. Thanks so much for hopping into the chat as well. Great to see you. Rillaboom and Terrapagos. I'm really pleased with the leads here. They get the terrain control, but oh well. Found it really interesting how some restrictors took on more supporting roles, like MIRAIDON and AV Raging Bolt. Yeah, true. Totally agree with you. Rufus, fascinating to see. Hello, Adnan. Good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. We are doing fantastically, thank you. 7-0. Oh yeah, Electric Seed on Frigoroth. In games on tonight's stream. Thrilled. Thank you to Joey POKEAIMMD'S once more for this incredible team. How are you doing, Adnan? And I realise it's going to be pretty late for you, so thank you for tuning in. Weather's going to be a problem. MIRAIDON and Lunala are probably going to run. I think it's too early to say that, Double T, but yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, didn't bring bundle, Riley. Quite good. I know what you mean, Jack. As we crash rates. Hello, thank you so much for being here. I know your name from X. Pleasure to see you in the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, so Rilla and the Terapagos. They can't fake out. We can Helping Hand. Do they just protect with the Terapagos? Helping Hand, MIRAIDON, and Electro Drift. I know it's going to be not very effective, but Rilla switches, so maybe they are protecting the Terapagos. Of course, they can shut off the train at any point as well with Terraform 0. Maybe they just protect the Terapagos. They don't. Okay. They're probably left over as well. It's the Grassy Trainer's going to stack as well. Oh, really good damage. Really good damage. Love to see stuff from yours, like your commentary and such. Oh, thank you so much, A Scully. Well, really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Always good to hear that the commentary is appreciated, because it's, you know, sometimes you feel like you're just casting into the abyss, so to get that confirmation is really nice. Thank you, Scully. I totally agree with you, SP Crashworks. Enjoying all the hype created from POKEAIMMD'S top 8 finish. Yeah, it's really exciting, isn't it? So, what's just coming? Clefairy. They surely go for a follow me here. I could switch to set the train, but I just think what's so nice is Steel Roller is effective whatever the terrain is, so even with a grassy terrain, I'm glad that I have it. They could just protect the Clefairy. Helping Hand and another Electro Drift into Clefairy. I really hope they don't protect the Clefairy here, because they could. Ah! Should have gone into Terapagos. That's so annoying. As I locked in, I thought they'd probably do that. Oh, that sucks. Because that would have been so good in Terapagos. Can't mind, yeah, sure. Okay, well played by my opponent, though. This is the game that gets us up to Master Ball tier, or not, everybody. So, yeah, would obviously like this to go our way. Oh, it would have been so nice, but anyway, here we are. Do they now protect the Terapagos? Or they just calm mine again and follow me. I think Helping Hand and Drift is best into the Clefairy again, probably. They could just switch in Rillaboom. Oh my goodness, I'm just slightly too late. I'm predicting their plays. It's so annoying. But well played by them. Oh dear. Is Terapagos going to protect anyway, though? No, it's going to go for another Combine. That's great damage. Still. Oh, Earth Power. Was not predicting that. We do hang on. Well, no, the Fake Out isn't going to do anything. I assume... Oh, I don't know. Terapagos. If they protect the Terapagos here, they're not Earth Powering. They could just Wood Hammer or something. Do I need to preserve the terrain? Do I need to preserve the Miraidon? I could just go into the Ho-Oh here. It's quite a nice call, to be honest. I think helping Miraidon and Drift into the Terapagos kind of covers for things. I doubt it goes down to Rillaboom unless it's got high horsepower, which it could. Oh, looks really nice. Well, it's lurking in the Batjack, ready to come in at any point. Okay. They just Earth Power here and get the KO onto Miraidon, but it's nice to have all that damage. Or they Starstorm. Covers for a switch, so I'm glad I didn't switch in Ho-Oh there. Yeah, I could have got off to a much better start in this game, but hey. Happens. Super effective U-turn into the Frigoroth. We still take it so well. Takeaway you also have from MILWAUKEE was Lunala Miraidon seems to have a very good neutral matchup into most stuff. Yeah, day 2 even performed even better as in day 1. Yes. That's a good point, Scully. Spyro 52, 76%. Crazy. Yeah, amazing how people have settled on that. Right, what's going to come in? Is it bad that we lost Miraidon here? Well, we don't have spread damage anymore. They switch in Clefairy, and they haven't terrored. They probably don't terror the Terrapagos now. Steel Roller would be super effective, and there is terrain, but... they could terror water. Running out of options. Okay. Terrapagos is low at least. Sim protecting to recover a bit. Could, at least with Steel Roller we can force out a Terror from Clefairy. Okay, I'm gonna go Treads. Nice Shadow Rider in the back. Frigoroth is really nice into that, obviously. Are they going to protect their Terrapagos? Certainly is what I'm expecting. Or if they Terrastallize and they get rid of the terrain, Steel Rider fails. So that is a bit risky, actually, isn't it? Earthquake's power is reduced. Mind games, mind games. Okay, they're Terror. Set up one Calm Mind, I think. Matt Maynard got you onto Lunala Miraidon. Oh yeah! Was that a good session, Jack? I hope so. Ah, and they follow me, right. Knockoff was weird here. High horsepower would have been much better. I'm glad I didn't Steel Roller though, so there's that at least. Yeah, there's the follow me. Knocking off the Eviolite is nice. Oh, and Treads' Cry is so cool. Those futuristic noises. Okay, Terra Starstorm. How much is this going to do? One comma. I think Treads just goes down. Oh, that was a crit. I don't think it mattered. Two combines. Oh, okay. Thanks, Rufus. Psychic. Good damage. If you combine the statistic it had in the tournament, 58% of matchups. Yeah, true, Scully. Amazing that we've landed on that now, Miraidon and Lunala. Here comes Ho-Oh. Right. Probably a follow me. At least Ho-Oh's bulky. Do they protect the Terrapagos in any way, shape, or form? We haven't actually seen protect on it, I don't think. Might be wrong. I just have a feeling that I go all in on this Terrapagos. You're gonna Brave Bird. Clefairy follows me, that's fine. Glad you had a good session. First in-person points. Hey! That's amazing, Jack. That's a great vote of confidence for Matt as well. I'm pleased to hear it. How much is this going to do? Freak goes down. Oh, it's still in the green, but I just think too much is asked. Maybe Tailwind would have been better here. They have Calyrex Shadow Rider in the back. Do you think, Scully, I think the Grimmsnarl makes a lot of sense. As such a great matchup into the Calyrex Shadow Rider, and there was another Pokemon I was thinking that it matches up well into. I can't recall it now. Yeah, there's the Calyrex. I think with a Starstorm and a Barrage, it's just over. But, you know. Was fun to be at 7-0. And I definitely could have played better on previous turns. And as I locked in, I thought, that's what I should have done, that's what I should have done. Trust your gut, everybody. Or at least get there faster. We'll go over the Brave Bird onto Calyrex. Trapagos protects. They go for the single target Astral. Oh, 14 HP, but with a Brave Bird, we just knock ourselves out to recall. Interested to see how much this calculation does. Okay, it brings it down to about a fifth. Even when your back's against the wall, great to harvest that kind of knowledge. Okay, well, that's our first loss. Chiyu, yeah, maybe Scully, I can't remember now. Accidentally disconnect, yeah. Two restricted Pokemon. It's pretty different. 7-0-1. Thanks for the tip, Alex. Yeah, you're right, Bengen. It works out very differently. Okay, so that's our first loss. We had 7 wins, and that's our first loss, and I definitely could have played better. But there we go. Loss is going to happen sometimes. I'm just thrilled with 7-1, to be honest. That means we're probably not going to reach Master Ball tier on this stream, which is very annoying, because we now lose some points, and then even if we win this next one, then we just get up to back where we were. Still a day 2 at a region. That's a good point, Jack. That's a good point. Yeah, love to think about it in terms of that. And so, probably our last battle on stream, this next one, everybody. Probably. Let's see. Let's see how quickly it goes. Mr. Browser, good to see you. Terra Starstorm to counter Terrastalizers. I know what you mean, Mr. Browser. And good to see you. How are you doing? How's your day going? A pleasure to see you, as always. Made some awkward calls. Yeah, exactly, Rufus. Okay, my own oh, Charlie wins. Yeah. Kinda. I wish that were the case, Alex. For sure, a Shining Horsey. Exactly, Alex. Yeah, they're starting to trickle in now, these month-long memberships. That Shining Horsey, everybody, that was once a regular, but Jack has been a member for a month now. So he gets that Shining Horsey as well as access to 4 bonus videos per month and so much more. Become a channel member to find out more. All right, well, that game, yeah, just made some bad calls. And I realised what the calls should have been too late. Protecting the Clefairy should have just targeted the Terrapagos. There were 2 turns that I called wrong, and that cost me the game, I think. But well played to my opponent. Be great if this were a best of 3, but it's not. That's just how the online ladder works. Yeah, I don't mind my lead either. I can't remember what it was now, but Frigoraph and Merri, I think. The Rillaboom lead was a bit awkward, but yeah. All right, well, we had Drake refocus. All right, let's keep going. Thanks so much for being everybody. Potentially our last battle of the stream. Let's make it a good one. We'll see. If we win this one, then maybe we'll go for more. But anyway. Never been 3 restricted, Bengen. That'd be carnage if we ever had that. Some Megas. That's true, Rufus. Mega Evolved Pokemon. Lunala Groudon. Okay. Classic combination with Chiyu, Urshifu, Fluttermane, and Indeedee. The Indeedee's kind of annoying for my electric terrain. Groudon is just generally annoying. Miraidon. Decent into the Ho-Oh, though. Would they have Rock Slide? They could do. We've got to be careful about that. Ho-Oh's pretty good into this team. Bundle. We haven't actually... No, we did bring Bundle to one game. It didn't really do anything. What do I want to do here? Frig is kind of nice. Tread's Earthquake next to Ho-Oh could be nice. Unless they have Wide Guard. Fake Out. Oh, I do have the Indeedee, but... What do we think they're going to do? I quite like leading Ho-Oh for the first time, I think, this stream. Treads and Miraidon and Hands. I don't know. It was close to the time, but there we go. Skype is gone. Yeah, I know, Riley. I know. Crazy. I remember the days of Skype. I haven't used it for years. Crazy. It's a good point, Riley. Glad you're doing good. Just doing an intro vid to stream a competitive team building Pokemon Ruby. Ooh, fun. What's the Pokemon Ruby team? I love competitive and classic Pokemon games. Groudon Flutter. Activating the photosynthesis. We can go for an Earthquake safely, which is nice too. Sun is set up for my Hoa. I quite like our lead here. Are you speed booster? Yes. Are they Rock Slide on this Groudon? Could be as an adaptation to Hoa Rising. So we could Terra Grass, but maybe a bit soon. I could just protect, couldn't I? I could just double protect. They could Swords Dance. I just don't think they do. Oh, I can't double protect because Iron Treads doesn't have it. Maybe I Terra Grass. Maybe I just protect with it. Oh, they could just Press Plus though. Okay, we Sacred, and we just go for the Earthquake. I could have Terra Grounded there. Flutter switches. So whatever's coming in is taking a big Sacred Fire. In the sun. It's going to be Indeedee. That's okay. The battlefield got weird. One of my favourite display techs of this generation. Or just of Pokemon. Would Terra Ground have been good there? Oof. Could have been. Sacred Fire connects in the sun. Goodbye, Indeedee. Please don't have Rock Slide. Groudon. That'd be really nice. Well, you complied. You didn't have Rock Slide, but you did have Stone Edge. Oh, I could so easily have Terra Grass there as well. It just seemed a bit soon. Ah, real shame. Okay, well. We can Fake Out. If you have Stone Edge, are you Choice Band? What do I go Miraidon? Let's go Miraidon. Boost up the speed and override the terrain. We win the terrain war for sure. Saw the rock move coming. Yeah, I guess. Scully. It's not very accurate either, so... Oh well. Photosynthesis and Quark Drive online. We can't Earthquake now, really. I'm glad this Iron Treads is Life Orb instead of Choice Band, because otherwise we'd be in a bit of a situation. We got a Terra Fairy here. They're going to expect it. Terra Fairy Dazzle, I mean... They could be locked in Stone Edge again, as I say. And they might be Sash. Oh no! Yeah, because it was the sun, so we don't know if they're booster energy or not. Oh, Electro Drift. I prefer Dazzle and... I don't want to get rid of the terrain. High horsepower. Flutter. Maybe it should have been knockoff. Well, let's see. Sun Team, then started with Trico. Interesting. Sun Team and Brilliant Diamond. Venusaur, Ninetales, Infinite, Gastrodon, Murkrow, and Steelix. Ooh. That's fun, Mr. Browser. Love that. I think at EUIC someone organised a Gen 3 tournament, which is such a cool idea. Just go for the Shadow Ball into the Treads. Oh no. Oh, we have with 9. High horsepower connects. Oh! It's not Sash, and it's a one-hit knockout. Ring that bell. Ding ding. Life Orb is going to knock out the Iron Treads. We didn't get off to a great start, but this also isn't terrible. Dazzling Gleam. Hangs on. It's Precipice this time. Single target. Miraidon takes it. Hands comes in. So Indeedee is down, Fluttermane is down. Lunala, of course, is their final one. And they're not banded, because they went for Protect. Oh no, if they have Wide Guard, then they just shut us down totally. But all I can do is go for Dazzling Gleam with Miraidon. There's a threat of Fake Out. Don't think I want to go for it. Wild Charge the Lunala. Oh, losing Ho-Oh was so annoying. With Terra Grass, would I have been able to hang on, given it wasn't Choice Band? Probably. Of course, just because it would be typical, what would have happened is if I Terra Grass with Ho-Oh, the Stone Edge would have missed anyway. But anyway, there we go. Because presumably it's Groudon has Heat Crash or something. Still. Yeah, that's the Wide Guard. Ugh. Shame. I think that wins them the game. To be fair, I didn't consider that enough as a possibility that Lunala could come in at any time and play Wide Guard. Still getting off to 7 wins. We will take our Precipice. Yeah, okay. Nearly GG's. Trick Rumor. Yeah, maybe Browser. With the Quark Drive, Electric Train. Decent damage through the Shadow Shield. Precipice players can miss, is what I will say. So we'll go for another Wild Charge into the Lunala. They just Moongeist, fair enough. GG. Okay, well, a shame that we lost that. It really came down to the fact that I didn't Terra Grass my Ho-Oh on turn 1, which I could have done. I'm just not used to seeing Groudon. Didn't think it could. Didn't think it was likely that I had a Rock-type move, but obviously it was a threat. If the Ho-Oh is preserved there, then it's so much more threatening into the opponent's team. I don't think I've clicked Tailwind once this game either, which is interesting. Yeah, well, that's best of 1 close team sheet for you. We were so close, so close. Literally 1 battle away from reaching Master Ball tier in our last game, but alas. So, I'll quit there. We'll just see what that does to the ranking. Okay, we're sort of halfway down Ultra Ball tier. But, alas. Oh well. Everybody, what a pleasure it's been seeing you here in tonight's stream as I stream with Joey POKEAIMMD'S. Incredible Milwaukee top 8 team. Wide Guard did destroy Megan, but there we go. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. Please do like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Again, 7 wins, 2 losses. I will take that for a team I've had barely any practice with. So please do show your support. I will see you tomorrow for some shiny hunting. Generation 2, I didn't bring my Game Boy down with me, so I can't show you. But my childhood copy of Pokemon Silver, we have shiny Totodile. We're going for shiny Ledibur now. We'll be continuing that hunt tomorrow. Far more chill than tonight's stream was. All the intensity of competitive, we put that to one side. Then 8 PM on Thursday, continuing on my Soul Link Nuzlocke streams with Lee. We failed a 2nd time last week. We restart a 3rd time, and we're going to make a lot of progress on Thursday. And this will be the run. This will be the run that the Soul Link works. So I'm looking forward to seeing you on Thursday at 8. Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. If I lose Pokemon, Lee loses Pokemon. Lee Provost, Cyrus, VGC, fellow caster, fantastic content creator. Looking forward to that. But first of all, see you tomorrow at 5:45 BST on this channel for some shiny hunting. Chazingdra across all socials, X, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok. Please do show your support over there. It'll be a pleasure to see you. And thanks so much for hanging out. Discord community link below as well, so we can continue to hang out offline. Chazingdra's Chocolate Factory. Come and join the Merri Float. It'll be a pleasure to see you on there. Become a channel member, or join my Patreon, or just buy individual products from my Patreon to support me as well. You get 4 bonus videos a month, including from my podcast, Chazingdra Chats, life stories, and 6 Dream Team Pokemon of people in the community. Hope you enjoy the episodes. Tomorrow's episode, featuring True Green 7, Pokemon art content creator, is overnight tonight on the audio apps. That drops, and 3 PM UK time tomorrow on YouTube. That will come out. More than 1 million subscribers. I'm looking forward to the reaction to that episode, so I hope you enjoy listening, and plenty more episodes of the podcast on the channel too, including my chat with Wolfglick and people beyond the competitive space as well. Shiny hunters, casual players, you name it. Probably there's going to be a guest that covers that area. And as I say, you get access to 4 bonus videos a month from the podcast when you become a channel member, as well as early access to videos, all sorts of perks that you can see by clicking the join button below. Just to prospect, just to see if that's for you. So, once more, likes and subscribes, hugely appreciate everybody. Let me just catch up on these messages here. Thank you, Rufus, for joining. Always a pleasure to see you in the stream. Fun games indeed. Yeah, well, thank you, Megan. Hope to see you for another stream, maybe tomorrow or maybe for another week. Nearly at 1,300 subscribers, everybody. Please do help me towards that goal. 13 is my lucky number, so hey, we mean a huge amount. Shiny hunting action tomorrow for sure, Riley. Let's see. Are we going to be way under odds for this letter? We'll find out. We're approaching 500 encounters now, so yeah, far quicker than the Totodile resets. Thank you very much, Browser. I think we can as well. I think third time's a charm. I think we, yeah, I think we go ahead and do it this time. So everybody, final time, please do make sure you've liked and subscribed. You might have thought you had, but maybe you haven't in reality. Thank you for joining me. Thank you again to POKEAIMMD for this incredible team. Team details in the description below along with the rental code. And congratulations again to POKEAIMMD for the incredible Milwaukee run. Thanks for hanging out. You make sure now that you have a very merry rest of your day.